Hello once again, my
We're
whoops.
professionals.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Nerd Toonkind at 12 p.m. I'm Vamp and I'll be playing Eri the Magician. And that's Marzi who has introduced herself. And
Themselves.
Yeah.
and Leo what? A noodle.
Hi. Wow, I have been assigned Jubilee and Leo now.
Oh god.
Leo is my boy
No,
now.
my boy.
Sorry, I'm taking him away from you, Marzi.
Damn.
Hello, dear listeners. I am Noodle or Pasta or Udon or whichever variation thereof you're feeling today. And I have a beanpole who's gonna beat up an old man because of a typo on the plot device.
Yeah, if you had listened to a pick me up, then you will know that Leo used his plot device cell phone to text his older brother that he would be staying over with someone else. Unfortunately, my boy, very tired, instead of texting staying with a dad, my boy typoed and said staying with a bad.
And this comes in the heels of the aftermath of the disappearance of Camille Christie, where Camille texted someone saying he was kidnapped. So, hey, Noodle, how is Jubilee feeling?
Well, he's just woken up, seen this, and, well, I should have the first roll of the game.
Have at it.
That's a 30-20.
That's a dirty 20.
Is that a
He's
whiz
okay.
save? Okay.
Yeah, that was a wisdom save.
God.
He's okay. He's very confused.
A part of me is like, roll at disadvantage, but then the other part of me is like, no, stop being mean.
Well,
Don't bully
guess we
Jubilee like
gotta.
this.
Guess we gotta.
Oh god.
Guess we gotta. That's a 13. He's
fine.
less okay. But, yeah, he's less okay. That's enough that he's, like, getting up and looking around the house calling for Leo. And probably has done this already. Like, Leo's not supposed to have gone back to work yet because, reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And he can assume from the fact that Leo is not here and Camembert is not here. Probably should go check the Painted Lady. So he's in the process of doing that right now.
Alright, so Jubilee, you check on the Painted Lady, and the manager that's on clock right now is not one you recognize. Seems like the usual manager has clocked out for the day. And when you ask them about your brother, like they're just like, oh, he was already gone when I came in for my shift. I don't know where he is. You can when you ask if you will you try to ask some of the people eating and drinking there?
Um, hmm. I think he'd actually, like, have slipped around back to the staff because they have probably gotten a better idea of who Jubilee is
Oh
over the
yeah.
weeks he's been here.
Oh yeah, that's
Jubilee
not
comes in to bully Leo into self-caring all the fucking time.
on. In that case, Marzi, I'll let you take over. Like how they'd probably respond.
Yeah, other members of staff who probably came in like around the same time as Leo are like, yeah, some guy, top hat. He's also kind of a regular here. He comes here sometimes. Literally lifted him up, and then they left. They left.
Uh-huh.
That's a
Jubilee
10.
takes a deep breath and collects himself some. Okay, let's see just how believably you collect yourself. Decently.
Decently.
And he just, okay, cool. Do you have any idea which direction they went, or perhaps a chance you said this other person's a regular? Where might they be going? Why did this person lift? Leo
Well, he looked pretty tired, and it didn't look like our manager had too much of a problem with it. And another person pipes
Uh-huh.
up, like, "Oh, hey, wait! I think I knew that guy. He's a stream performer magician, and he comes by sometimes."
Mm-hmm. 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 Thank you both. Again, did anyone here see where they went? Which direction they went afterwards? Or perhaps, do any of you know a name for this magician?
Do we want to roll a T2 and see like whether they do? Because like Eri isn't really like that much of like it is absolutely believable of him to have like gone to the painted lady for so long and never actually gave his name.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, whoops. D2.
Ew.
That's a 1. Is that a yes?
I think that's a no.
You do the 1 as no? Damn.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I figured one would be no because like it's the lower number basically.
That's fair.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, the two employees that Juby's talking about, like Hem and Ham, they shake their head. They don't know this guy's name. But let me. They do know that they have seen him around a nearby inn in Villestown.
Good. Fantastic. Thank you for your time. I'll get out of here. Stop troubling you all. Have a good rest of your day. And he hustles on out. Again, trying to act calm. He's very good at acting calm.
Mm-hmm.
Is he actually calm?
He got a 10. He's okay. That confusion is giving way more to a bit of that protectiveness that is usually seen with him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because they don't know this guy's name. He got a text on the plot device of, hey, staying with the bad, which is weird. It's confusing. He doesn't know what this is.
There are really like only two options. Either like Leo was so tired that he messed up grammatically, or like he was going to finish that sentence but he had to stand it quickly because something stopped him before he could finish.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the fact that nobody, that people seem chill about this, does not comfort him at all, considering other recent events.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, would you like to roll like I don't know survival to see if you find the inn in question?
Sure. Or at least to see how long it takes him.
Yeah, because I feel like if it takes too long, you're probably gonna maybe start panicking a little again.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long at all. Like you literally.
Big brother instinct.
Yeah,
Big
Big Brother
Brother
instinct, and the fact that Juby frequently stayed in inns before
Yeah.
Leo let him like live with them.
This might have been the place that, he stayed the first few times he was in Villestown.
Yeah, it's less that you couldn't find an inn and more like you ran through like your options of inns in Villestown and you chose the closest one basically.
Yeah. It's like, okay, what are there? How many? Okay. This one. Yes, this one sounds right.
And alright, so you walk up to the inn and it's still open because it's an inn, it's not gonna close. And you push the door open. Seems like no one's at the counter right now. There's like a little sign that says on break. We'll come back soon.
Well, Jubilee is not one of the horrible detectives. However, he is a horrible, terrible rogue, and he's going to do some snooping. Because this is the exception to his usual no snooping rule.
Oh gosh, alright. Roll investigation?
Sure. Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine.
Jubilee's very smart, guys, okay?
He's so smart.
He is being smart.
It's the big
15.
It's the Big Brother instinct. He has to find Leo.
Alright, so you snoop in the front desk and it's papers and papers and papers, and it's a list, and there's a list of guests that are like staying in the inn, which doesn't help you because you don't know this man's name. Like,
No.
so that doesn't help at all.
Mm-mm.
But you do have like a list of rooms to start with. Honestly, I
Yeah.
would have given you something if you had rolled like a little higher, but that was 15 exactly. So
Yeah. He's
yeah,
also
and
trying to
it's also
think like, oh God, what's the time frame too? Because he
E.
does have the time that he got the text. He's like, okay, how long did it take me to walk here? If this is where they are, look for that. About maybe.
Is he looking for like is he looking for like if there's a list of like times like people entered it in?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm actually not sure because I know that's the thing for hotels like checking in and stuff, but like with an inn this small where the person like who's running it knows most of the guests by face and name, I don't think there's an official
Mm,
system like that.
yeah, probably not. I don't think a 15 would get that in a place like this then.
Yeah.
Bummer.
But you do have a list of like list of rooms and guests, and you can probably can figure out like which names like feel like they belong to a man, and then
Mhm.
just you have a list of room with male guests.
Welp. All right. So this
There,
helps.
yeah, there is also the option of just waiting at the counter until the person running it comes back.
Let's roll a d2 then. Because so, boy, Juby, do you have the patience?
Does he?
We should roll a whiz save to see if he does have the patience.
Oh man. Oh
No,
nope.
Nope. We have crossed below the threshold of a 10. It would be smart to wait. However,
If this is a kidnapping.
if this is anything bad, um, Jubilee's been having a time, guys. This is not helping. So he's gonna go. He is just going to go and go looking.
all right, roll me a general perception.
All right. Oh, Chewy. I love these. These are the things that he has no proficiency in, but that's a
That's a
dirty 20.
Ooh.
You are like driven. You are driven by like concern for your brother, and like
hmm
as so like you start checking the rooms, and with like that perception, I feel it's that thing where you can notice like when certain like doors haven't been opened in a while, or like the handle is dusty or whatever, like stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
it's like Vilstown. It's like a toon town. Like if even if the handle has only not been open for a couple of hours, dust will collect on it.
hmm
Yeah,
And
so like
this is his experience as a thief coming in. It's like,
yeah.
okay, where has been frequented? What's going on?
And with a dirty 20, I'll actually give you this. You hear like the clicking of like the doorknob, and you round the corner and you see well, you see a real kind man, like who's pretty short actually, around 5'4" to 5'6", in a black cloak and a black like top hat, like emerge from the room and like close the door behind him.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That sure looks right. That looks like a magician.
That man looks like a magician.
Oh, Juby. What is
Yeah,
what's
I mean,
the man looking like? What's he doing?
well, he's closed the door behind him, and he kind of like sighs and like rubs a hand like down his face, and like with a dirty 20 perception, I think you just hear him like mutter like, "Oh, what am I doing?"
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there just base knowledge? Would there be keys to the rooms, or does it look like that
Oh,
door
he didn't.
was
He did not
locked?
lock the room behind him.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It
Okay.
looks
Cool.
like
Chill.
just from like a cursory perception, it looks like he just popped out of the room for a second.
Hmm. Hmm. Let's see if you can be sneaky and try and get closer to there, Juby. We're gonna try and do this the sneaky way, because
Ooh,
Ooh.
you
hold
are
on.
free to roll perception to try and contest that.
I don't know if I can beat that. Hold on, let me look at his perception real quick.
It is a
Perception.
20.
Mm.
Nope,
No.
that's a
Oh.
50.
Damn.
So I will say though, he is still like right in front of the door.
Yeah. Oh, Juby.
Like, like I should mention that he just like came out of the room and is currently like kind of leaning on the door, like rubbing a hand down his face. And out of character, the reason why he's out of the room was because he asked Pio if he could get some tea, and he's currently waiting for her to come back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ollie,
Oh boy.
oh, sorry about that.
No,
You're
you're
good.
good. Good. All right. Two options here, Juvie. What are you gonna do?
Let's see. Let's see.
Fantastic.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Well, Ari,
Yeah.
one moment you are standing there and the hallway is empty, and then the next you hear a pointed shing of a sword being drawn, and there is a very angry, very tall Toon pointing a rapier at you right in front of you that you did not hear approach.
I think like he gives like a start. What? And like he's just like backed up like against the door because I assume the rapier's pretty damn close.
Damn.
You. Are you the one who was at the Painted Lady Cafe?
All right. Here is the thing. Like, if Jubilee had just been like, "Oh, are you the one who picked up my little brother Leo?" Like, he would absolutely have been calm. However, Jubilee is acting threatening, has not name dropped Leo or himself or any sort of connection. Leo has literally just told him about how they had took down a kidnapping ring.
Yep.
Ooh.
Bad decisions.
I'm rolling at advantage because he does have advantage on deception.
Mhm.
That's an 18.
Oh boy. Oh,
Oof.
Juby.
I
Can you insight?
Ooh.
Oh.
like Eri kind of like coughs and like adjusts the collar and it's just like I don't know what you're talking about.
You do not get to lie to me. Look, I was having a fantastic day, and now my day's gone absolutely terribly, so I'm going to give you one choice here. Don't lie to me and move out of the way. Because I don't take kindly to people who try and kidnap my little brother.
Okay, all right. Okay. The moment like you say that, like Eri just kind of like sighs and like immediately like all the tension flees him and he's just rubbing like hands over his face like you couldn't have led with that. I thought, I thought someone from that kidnapping ring he took down came back or something.
What? No, I was part of taking the. What? No! Heck
Can you
no!
blame me? Can you blame me? You show up right in front of me with a rapier at my throat, asking for a teenage boy.
My Leo sent me a text that said he's staying with a bad. Do you think I'm going to just like assume the best?
He sent you a text saying, I thought he's just like, he pinches the bridge of his nose. When I brought him back here so he would actually go to bed, I told him that he should probably send a text to his brother so that his brother wouldn't worry.
Wait. And The rapier lowers. And there is a noticeable deflate to Jubilee as he settles back a bit, realizing, hang on. Wait. Are you telling... Was that a typo?
Harry just looks at Jubilee and gives like a shrug. He doesn't know. You have a feeling he doesn't know what a typo is.
So
Julie just like sags in place,
made a quick
leaning over.
Made a quick con save to see if my boy wakes up. He does. And is Aerie still leaning on the door?
Yeah.
There's a little bump, like someone just like walked into the door trying to open it.
I believe we may have woken him up. Leo, my dear boy, perhaps step back. I'm about to open the door.
You hear behind the door.
You should not be awake right now.
You shouldn't have gone to work today.
Yes, I asked. The manager was quite a good sport about me picking him up and forcibly evicting him.
And that rapier vanishes up Jubilee's sleeve. Which is a bit neat, a bit odd. You'd think, oh no, that guy might hurt himself, but nope. It's very practiced.
I mean, I guess he's a real kind of Ninefall. He might just assume it's Hammer's piece.
Yeah. And that assumption would be correct.
So, anyway, he's gonna open the door. I hope Leo is not leaning on it anymore.
Yeah, no, Leo has stepped back.
Yeah. He's gonna open the door, and he kind of steps aside to let Jubilee come in, going, your brother is here.
And what Jubilee sees is, Leo doesn't have his glasses on. Like, that's he was asleep, it's fine. And there's a blanket, like, on his shoulders, like a little cloak, and his hair is, like, adorably sticking up every which way. And he's definitely still kind of half asleep.
Does Leo look, aside from tired, does he look okay?
He's, like, perfectly fine.
There is a very familiar, long sigh from Jubilee. And he crosses his arms and kind of taps his foot as he looks at Leo. Oh, what am I going to do with you?
Perhaps scolding is best saved for another time when he isn't about to fall asleep on his feet again.
Yeah, no.
A hug would be nice.
Yeah, there's no hesitation. Leo is pulled into a hug as Juby does, in fact, go into the room.
God, on one hand, I'm sad they didn't end up fighting. On the other hand, yeah, no, this is Ehri. He wouldn't escalate until absolutely necessary.
Yeah. It's fine.
If Jubilee hadn't name dropped his little brother, like, if he hadn't said that, though, like, it might have.
Man.
But that's like, I think he just lets, like, Jubilee hug Leo, and, like, he leaves the room for a little bit, then when he comes back, it's with, like, some tea bags.
And at that point, Juby has corralled Leo back to the bed. Like, go to sleep, you wreck of a child.
I can't. You're here now, and it'd be very rude of me. I am not rude. I'm so polite.
Leo, you swore at me. You can't ever pretend to be polite again.
I've never sworn at you ever in my life. Don't lie in front of Mr. Aerie.
I would never.
No.
I would never lie in front of someone who is a friend of you, ever.
You lie.
You have sworn at me. No.
You... Mr. Aaron, do you believe this guy would you? And Leo kind of like very, very weakly like shoves at Juby.
That's a 15 deception. I'm not really good at advantage this time. Harry is just, of course, I don't believe him.
Yubi is just. He is very much like half leaning on Leo to like keep him on the bed. Like, nope, you are not getting up. You are stuck now. It is very affectionate bullying. There is no hiding that. Harry can definitely see that.
Yep. He's just letting the two brothers like banter at each other while he like brews something. Like you guys hear like the whistle of a kettle being put on the fire.
So, a redo, perhaps. Apologies for the less than good first impression. Jubilee Yukon, pleased to meet you. Can tell my relation to Leo has been revealed. Again, sorry about that. Bit of a rough week.
No, it's quite all right. I apologize as well. I did not know that he sent you that. Like Eri kind of like waves, like makes a like hand gesture with his hand. I am Eri. Eri, how did? It's lovely to meet you.
Yeah. You don't have to take the blame for this one. You're helping him. I am. Bit overprotective, it would seem. Sorry.
Well, I can't quite blame you either, especially considering what happened recently.
That was just a straight intelligence check. Leo kind of squints up at Juby from where he's being like lied down upon, and he's just. Did you try to fist fight Mr. Airy in the hallway?
You just hear Eri just like give like a loud like before he transforms it into a cop.
I didn't try to fist fight him. I did not try to fist fight Mr. Airy in the hallway.
No, it wasn't quite a fist fight. In fact, there were very little fists involved.
He's doing the out motion at Airy.
Did you try to fight Mr. Airy in the hallway?
I have no idea what you are possibly talking about at all. No, I would never. Can roll insight.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
It is very much a toony gag of every time Leo looks away, like at Airy, Jubilee has started doing the cut it out, don't say anything, don't say anything
so
motion.
What's a 1 point difference?
Leo's
just squinting.
You know, if you wanted also for a funny gag, could probably roll perception.
Both of us are only Leo.
Both of us, Noodle?
If you wanted.
Ooh. What's your perception, Leo?
Absolutely not. He's too busy making tea.
This is funny. Because, Airy, you are focused on making your tea. You are not paying any attention to the fact that Jubilee is trying to signal, don't say anything. Leo, you have seen it. You have spotted it.
Leo, like lightly baps at Juby and is like, you totally tried to fight Mr. Airy in the hallway!
And he is looking away.
In your brother's defense, you did send him a text that was, oh, what was it? I'm staying with a bad.
That gets Leo trying to sit up again. Like, hang on. No, wait, hang on. Now I'm awake.
Leo is let to sit up because Juby is too busy, like, oh god, shame box.
God, every put into a room with two brothers. Oh, I have to tease them. I can't not.
And let me. I do have a D10, right? Yes, I can physical dice Leo's hammer space. That was a
Nice.
9. Okay, doesn't fumble. He pulls out his phone with its many charms that go click clacking as he does, and he flips it open. There's some like button pressing noises as he scrolls to Juby's contact and their text, and he's like, ah, uh, mm, uh.
I'll admit, it took me a second before I got worried. And this does not excuse you from the fact that you went to work when you're still supposed to be on bed rest.
I'm fine. I don't even know why I need to be on bed rest.
Kid, you know exactly why you need to be resting.
I'm fine.
I think like you hear like the noise of like the kettle whistling and Harry pouring some tea, and he's just like, "Well, if you keep insisting you're fine, I could tell your brother about how we first met."
No,
Oh?
we
Oh?
don't. You don't need to.
No.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to do that. You don't. No, Mister. Mister, you don't
No,
need to do
I
that.
want to hear this. Please,
No.
please, can I hear this? Maybe? Yes?
No.
I suppose I'll find it in myself to be magnanimous and not tell your brother if you went to bed right now.
I can't go to sleep, and you guys are gonna talk behind my back.
How about this? I promise that anything I tell your brother, I'll say it right in front of you.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
You said you wouldn't gang up on me.
Well, that was before you woke up, and I'm currently again resisting going back to sleep.
I can't just go back to sleep. You're both here. Fuck. Hang on.
God,
I can't believe it. Leo suddenly passes out, guys. Kidding. Oh. Jubilee looks so excited at the prospect of hearing this story.
God, out of character, do you want to know what the story is?
Uh, yes. Yes,
Out
I
of
do.
Do you when Harry first met Leo, like he rolled, I think, a nat 20 inside and immediately pegged Leo as Phantom L.
Fantastic. I love it.
It was also like part of the reason was also because like he is real kind, so paper thin disguise isn't as effective on him.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
see, I see.
Yeah, so he looked at Leo and was instantly like the teenage thief who stole my wallet earlier. But yeah, I feel like all right, Leo is like deliriously mumbling. I feel like it might be that Eri and like Jubilee like leave the room for a bit to like I don't know pick up some food from downstairs.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Just, snacks for with the tea.
Eee. And like as they're heading over to Theo's kitchen to pick up the crumpets she made, like Eri kind of like looks at Jubilee, like glances at him and just pardon me, but may I ask a question?
Uh, sure.
Well, I didn't want to bring it up with Leo in the room, and I apologize if it's an intrusive question, but by any chance, Harry like kind of like stops there because he doesn't know how to start it, but eventually goes with, I tend to read the newspapers daily, and I believe I've seen you in one.
Hmm. Okay. All right. That's good. That's deception.
Eee. I'm rolling my insight, but I don't know if. Oh yeah, I have like advantage on insight roll.
Nice.
That's a
Oh.
30/20. That's a
Oh.
3 points lower.
So close.
So close. Like he looks at Jubilee and can't like really read them, so he just continues like,
Yeah.
"Yes, I
I mean, Jubilee is grinning.
yeah,
His grin seems a little more static, but it's
yes,
he's a UPA tune. That's fine. They do that.
yeah." And he's just, "Yes, I saw you in the papers related to a small town being bombed. There were no casualties, of course, except for one person."
You know about Paradise.
Yes, I do.
Hmm. All right. So, what in particular does this lead to? You're not the first to know.
Mm. Well, here Ari kind of like taps like his fingers like against his sleeves before going, "Well, see, the newspapers in question pinned the blame on the incident on the one person who was a casualty."
Yeah. They do, don't they? What was that? A mad villain. I think that was what they like to call me.
Yes, are a terrorist.
Hmm. Do you
Well,
believe everything you read in the papers?
not particularly, but but and here like Ari kind of like looks at him like, "I trust his judgment, but I would like to hear more of this from you."
Well, it's an incredibly long story, and no offense, we have just met. It's a bit of a not the nicest story, and not exactly one I'd like to recount.
I imagine it must be unpleasant. Like Ari does say that, and like as he's walking to the kitchen, he's just, "Then answer me this: are the papers right?"
Yes and no. Parts of it they did get right. I've seen enough. But
Hmm.
I'll let
Well,
you know I was trying to help people.
hmm.
So take of that what you will.
Like Ari is quiet up in the kitchen, and then he just kind of like looks like at Jubilee, and just kind of like gives like a nod, like, "Yeah,
What did I
okay,
miss?
that's good enough for him." Fun fact: Ari actually recognizes Jubilee.
Hmm. They did, they stepped out of the room for a little bit while it seemed like Leo nodded off a moment to go, get some pastries or something from the kitchen
Or the
for the
tea.
tea. Yeah.
And Ari brought up that he recognizes Jubilee from a newspaper article.
Hmm? Sure does, and
Hmm. I
Jubilee
think,
nods back.
yeah. I think honestly, Ari is pretty tactile, so he'd like pat Jubilee on the shoulder if Jubilee like let him.
I think he does.
Hmm. And
And
oh,
funny enough, Ari, Jubilee looks surprised, like kind of like almost a little baffled that you reached out to do that. And
Ari mentally in his head, how many touch-starved children are rotating around me?
Villstown is full
um,
of them, baby.
apparently, but he plays it off much better than his brother.
Listen,
He
maybe
just
so.
kind of clears his throat a bit and like, yeah, and kind of walks a little quicker as they get back to the room.
When they get back to the room, Leo is once again out of bed. Like, the blanket's still around his shoulders, but he's just wandering around the room.
God, can you imagine, like, they open the door and, like, it's that freeze frame where Leo, like, stares at them, they stare at him.
It's like, we told you to stay in bed.
You're not my mom.
I would certainly hope not.
God, I feel like that's. I feel like Jubilee has the real insight on that, Marcy.
Oh boy. That's a 19.
Hey, Marcy, why did Leo why did Leo fucking choose such weird wording there?
He almost said, with a 19, he almost said dad. But then Juby sees his eyes kind of for a split second panic dart at Aerie, and then he switched to mom.
And there's a pause. Oh.
No, don't you owe it me?
Oh. Those adopt me vibes, huh?
No, shut up!
Hmm.
I don't have adopt me vibes!
God.
Oh. Hey, Eri, can I hear that story, actually? Because he is
No!
up and out of bed.
No, stop! Hey!
Oh, my pleasure. Notably though, I think Leo is too out of it to notice, but notably for Jubilee, Aerie didn't really protest or express confusion when Jubilee said adopt me vibes, so
Oh. Oh, his grin gets so much bigger. He has the vibes of such a smug cat right now.
Leo can hear the mischief music, and he is
Oh,
so
yes, he
afraid.
can.
He is loudly sweating. This boy is so scared.
well, the first time I met Leo,
No!
Leo picked my pocket
No!
and took my wallet as you do.
No.
As you do.
Yeah, he hands out cups of tea to Leo and Jubilee.
Leo is pouting so hard.
And next day, I happened to visit the Painted Lady, and I saw this red-haired teenager working in the cafe, and I took one look at him, and I went, "Oh, wait, isn't this Phantom Al?
No.
The notorious thief who
No!
took my pocket?"
It's not that easy to tell. I have no idea how you did it.
You told me yourself you were Phantom L, Leo. I think I had it the easiest to figure it out.
Yes, Leo did not tell me. I simply recognized him as Phantom Al. If anything, he was quite frantic when I brought it up.
Awful.
Oh, did he start rambling about more?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. He started rambling about how he was a big fan of Phantom Al.
Oh, trying to hype up your own ego, huh?
No, I had to say something about how I knew so much about Phantom Al.
You couldn't come up with anything else.
I don't know. Leave me alone. This is bullying.
He did also try tripping over things.
Yeah, no, we met Painted Lady Cafe because of a mutual tiny menace friend.
You can just call him Camille.
Yeah, but it's more fun to just call him a menace.
You can, he just man, I have not seen him around in a while, and well, I'm glad to have heard that the whole issue was resolved through Leo.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better, by the way.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. He kind of does relax a bit when you say that, because yeah, the group chat isn't canon, so he had no idea where Camille disappeared to.
Yeah.
Like, he figured it out through reading the papers, but he still had no idea where Camille was.
Yeah. Once tea and treats are distributed, Juby does say, "Yeah, no, I visited him recently, dropped off some pastries to him. He's okay. He looks a lot better than when we rescued him."
I suppose I should visit him sometime. Give him, well, maybe give him a little performance. And I'm. That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
like he's just like, Jubilee, can I have your cup of tea?
Sure. Hands it over.
And he takes the cup and he pours it like over, like he curls his free hand into a fist, and then he pours like the tea into the fist, and then like he unfurls his fist and there's a block of ice in it.
He is not impressed. He's trying very hard to be not impressed. Considering that is still a 35. Even for how he is doing a pretty good job, there are definitely some of those Ghibli and sparkles that are all around him.
Oh, but can I argue advantage then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fuck! I got a 2. That's a 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ari can also roll an insight at advantage if he wants.
advantage, baby.
Yeah.
15. Damn it.
Oh, so close. You know what? For the sake of cute and fluff, we can ignore it. You can tell he's trying very hard. He's making a very good effort.
And like Ari does like give a little grin, and he's just like, he takes like one of those like clear glass from the tray with the crumpets, like it has water in it, and you see him kind of like cup the ice between his hands before he fully hides it from view, and then like you hear a plop plop as two goldfish drop into the water.
Yeah. Jubilee, I'm not gonna roll this time because it's cool. Jubilee is impressed not just by the fact that it's a trick, that it's neat. This is someone who is very good at sleight of hand. Has to be very good because he is definitely good at cheating with cards and has done a lot of misdirection and tricks like this. And he can tell that they're tricks, but the fact that he can't tell how it's done and that it's done so well and so easily is very impressive and very cool.
Yeah, Leo is grinning as he like drapes himself on Juby's shoulders and is like, "Man, Mr. Airy, there's another bean freaked."
I still don't understand what you meant by that.
It's teen lingo. It's someone is very, very impressed.
And are you very impressed then, my boy?
I'm always impressed.
Well, I mean,
Ari is looking directly at Jubilee with a smile.
he's just like, well, I mean, I may have guilds of a similar department, and I mean, you do a very good job of it.
Why, thank you.
That's Juby talk for yeah, it was really cool.
Shut up.
You shut up.
God,
God,
he cannot hide behind tea, so he grabs one of the crumpets and just nibbles on it instead.
I think Ari just like gives a little laugh and sets like the glass with the goldfish on top of one of the trays, and it's just, well, thank you, my boy. I'm glad that you find it so impressive, the both of you.
Yes, it's really good. With some...
Oh, that actually reminds me. He gets up and he walks over to the corner where there's this like weird shaped object like covered in a black blanket, and you notice him like open the blanket. It's just like, oh, you're awake. And then he looks over at the other two. I know Leo does fine with them, but how are you with birds?
Um,
Juby
I
is a bird.
hate them. And there is actually a noticeable chirping with his Grolix as he tries to shove at Leo. Like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
You shut up now, hey!
Well, 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 little fledgling, I do have four doves, and they seem to want to live here.
Dubs, 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 yes, 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 yes!
Uh,
And I believe Hearts would like cuddles from you as well, Leo. It has
Yes!
been.
yeah. Uh Judy actually is perked up at the mention of the doves. Again, he's trying to be like, Leo, don't talk about things, but birds? Hello?
Leo wrestles away from Juby's arms. He's like, yes, doves, hearts, beloved, bird!
You hear like the click of a latch undoing, and then like he opens the door, and there's suddenly like the flutter of feathers and cling as four very fat, very soft doves like alight like out of the cage and like go instantly straight for Jubilee and Leo.
Ah,
Into
oh.
Leo's open, waiting arms.
And again, there's another surprised little chirp from Juby, but he reacts very well to someone who is surprisingly used to handling birds. Maybe a little bit bigger than the doves, but
Hmm. Speaking of which, the doves are all named after card suits. So, Eri
oh,
introduced them as hearts, diamonds, spades, and clubs.
oh,
They all have like the symbols like painted on their chest.
oh, oh,
They're fat.
oh, they're
Yes!
so cute.
They're very round and fat, and I love them.
Mhm.
I know.
Yeah. Again, there is no way he can hide any of it. Um, and the fact that there is he grumbles a bit and does in fact have to move his beanie. And there are feathered ears that are revealed when he takes his beanie off. Um,
God.
because those feathers of his are fluttering so much that they were moving the beanie anyway.
Oh,
And
I
he
even like Jubilee. You can inside every real quick.
Mhm. That's
Okay,
14.
that's enough. It was a really low to see. This is a real kind man. He looks at your letters and you can tell like he cannot even like he doesn't even know or can tell if that's like something like out of the ordinary. He totally would believe it if you just said like that was part of your design or it's just a tune thing.
No, it's definitely part of his design, but Jubilee himself has seen this, but has probably, taken hold of spades
Yeah.
and
Le-
started petting this bird
Leo has
and cooing
hearts.
over it.
Has hearts in his arms, and he's grinning at Ari, and just like, I told you, Juby's a bird.
Yes, he is a bird, isn't he? No
Yeah.
wonder my doves love him so much. And the two doves that aren't being pet are probably currently like either sitting on Jubilee's shoulders or sitting on his head.
Hmm. He is delighted by this, just absolutely, and like, oh, they're so cute. I mean, I'm used to crows more, but oh, they're so cute.
Mm, yeah. And like inwardly, Aries is just like, this is the third child that I've gotten to like relax around me through my doves. I'm starting to notice a pattern.
Everyone loves animals.
Yeah, like, oh man, oh, this. He is absolutely has actually, yeah. It's not Grolix, but he has devolved into little avian noises.
Just chirping.
Little bit. Do you want to roll? Oh, I'd suppose nature,
Oh
even if you
god.
don't have proficiency. Both of you
Nature
can.
20. That's a dirty 20.
Let me. It's a 9 plus.
Airy, the bird man.
Well, he has a plus 4 intelligence, so like.
Yeah. Um, Leo, I'd say you unfortunately don't make it. It's just more bird noises. Airy, you can tell these are actually owl chirps and clicks and coos.
Ooh. He can tell that. I feel like the reason he might be able to tell that is either he's used owls in his tricks, or he's had to protect his doves from owls. One of those.
Yeah.
But either way, I think like he takes notice but doesn't comment on it.
Leo very happily puts hearts on Juby's lap and gets a safe distance away before at Airy because Juby is now occupied. Leo is like, I bet you thought he was kind of spooky out in the hall, huh? Nope.
Harry gives a smile, and it's just like very easily turning like the target of the teasing, and it's just like, oh my, yes. After all, I was stepping out of the room for a breath of fresh air, and then someone had me up against the door with a sword to my throat.
I can't believe my brother would do that. My softy, dweeby older brother, who, as you can visibly see, is just so enamored with the doves. My
Jubilee is not paying attention. He has obtained hearts and is, again cooing to himself, particularly with this one because and he is talking to them with the card suits and stuff and is saying that like hearts is his lucky suit and stuff like that. And he's just talking to the birds.
I think Erin notices this and like really chuckles, and it's just like, if you'd like to tease him about it, I believe you have to wait until he's done with the doves.
Oh man.
And at that point he does look up like, wait, what?
Nothing. Hi, I love you.
I love you too, but that was out of nowhere, so you have probably been doing something that I would best to not know.
I would never.
He asked for details about the encounter in the hall.
It was a mistake. I apologize. We're moving beyond it.
Well, I just wanted to. I just asked Mr. Airy if he thought you were a little spooky, because I know you can be, but it's kind of hard being scared of you when,
Child, I can make you very scared if I need to. Birds are not.
Right as you say that, Hearts like pecks at your thumb, so you'll keep petting her.
Oh, fine. He hasn't stopped petting the birds. He definitely has kept petting them.
Well, you better pet harder then.
He just looked down like, oh, what? Yes, he goes back to giving her scritches.
The doves can tell you're a softie and are using it to their advantage.
Yes, absolutely. Aries just, oh dear, between you and Leo and Camille and myself, oh, they're going to get so much more spoiled than they already are.
I don't know. That what I said out loud was that Leo in character calling Juby a softie again.
Look, I'm not gonna fight the softie thing because so long as you have that, you're gonna stop calling me old. That was the agreement.
But you are old.
I'm not old.
I think like Ari crosses his arms next to Leo and looks at him with a raised eyebrow, and it's just like,
you, Mr. Ari, you of course are not. Absolutely not. You're in your prime. You're really cool. Juby is really lame.
I see how it is, my
No.
I believe I shall sit next to your brother and enjoy.
How could you do this to Mr. Airy? How could you imply I'm old? I would never. How could you?
Oh dear, my heart, it hurts. And he just
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he just kind of, I think he'd pat Jubilee's shoulder again, and it's just like, it's all right. Thank you, my dear brother.
I see. I can't rein him in at all. It's so difficult.
Oh, you're both awful.
Oh, did you know how you see when he returned his wallet to
No,
me?
hey, wait, no.
When he returned my wallet to me, quite much more emptier, I must add.
No.
Mm.
He missed the inner secret lining that I have, and completely missed the photo I have with Funiko and again.
He knows Lebunk. I can't believe I stole from someone who knows Lebunk.
Yes,
Oh.
I told them the story. They were quite
You
amazed.
told them?
Of course I did.
What do you mean, of course?
They were quite glad. They were quite interested in the new gentleman thief in the area.
No.
Yep, he's doing good. He does not look impressed. He is just enamored with the doves and teasing Leo. Yep.
What was
Not
his
at
name?
all impressed that they know Leblanc. Jubilee actually does know who Leblanc is.
Lebunk is a living legend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Ari is just like, I don't understand why you're so enamored with him, Lamont anyway.
He's a living legend.
He's one of the, if not the best thief out there.
He's the thief.
You know that thing where you're trying to impress to your dad how important
Yeah.
and amazing this thing is, and your dad is just like, That's basically it. It's just like, Benico is much better.
Well, yeah.
I mean, really, the whole group is quite impressive. I don't think I could say I think any are better than the others. They're just well.
Well, perhaps I am a little biased. I did give Lamont and his cohorts a shovel talk on her behalf, after all.
You what?
Yeah.
I think we can end the FPS there.
Yeah.
Man, there's no way I'm gonna be able to sleep now.
Yeah.
And that's our cutoff point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just the both of them like looking at Effie like, oh, you gotta tell us the story now, and Effie's like, maybe
Yeah. I will say at that point in our freeze frame, we do get again the feathers fluttering, and there are absolute sparkles in Jubilee's glasses as he is in awe.
Oh shit, I was gonna have Leo call Ari dad in this.
Well,
Well,
it's fine. It's basically he called.
it has been known.
Yeah, it is. It has been known. But yeah, I gotta hop off to my other FPS now. So.
Oh shit, that's right. I think, yeah, he's over
Gotta.
there.
Goodbye, y'all. I love you.
Goodbye, dear listeners.
Goodbye, dear listeners. Bye.